Howdy everyone, this is MacLeod, this is the Asgaard SMP Season 2, and welcome back to episode number 11. This is the tower that we built in last episode, so if you haven't seen that, go ahead back and give that a watch. It was a pretty fun thing to build, but we're not quite done yet. Well, there's still plenty left to do. We need to start out by collecting 8 more beacons that are going to go inside of each one of the rungs of the star here. And what better way than to jump into this hole in the nether roof and build a farm out of this fortress. Oh yeah, this thing is a freaking sweet. We can kill so many wither skeletons so fast here, but there's definitely still some improvements that we can be making. For starters, we do not need a whole bunch of that extra stuff along the side because, we do not need all that extra stuff coming off the side because we only are accessing this through the nether, so that extra long path into the other nether portal is not necessary. It is an incredible original design though, so do be sure to check the description box down below and check out that original tutorial. Give it some love and show the original creator some support because this thing is absolutely fantastic. And of course we did make a couple other modifications as well. We have these 4 chests here now with a hopper to pull it in, and of course I don't want any of these swords, so I can just toss those right into the lava right here and be very careful not to throw my own sword in there as well. And as you can see, we also changed up the color scheme, so I just built with the blocks that were in the tutorial to begin with, but this is a whole lot nicer now. We're just matching the vibe of the wither skeletons and using these darker blocks. We needed to be able to disable the blaze spawning, however, so we're definitely gonna have to get some wither roses around here for that. But along with this spawning spear, you can see here that we have lots of space that can still be spawned on, so we don't want any of that. We want to mitigate that, and I have a pretty good solution for that, I think. Remembering back a few episodes, we built this pagoda, which contains a farm that is going to give us some moss carpet. Oh, we're gonna need more of that. We're definitely gonna need more of that. So most of this is covered in the moss carpet now, and we did build in a soul sand valley, which means that skeletons can spawn, but zombified penguins cannot. So this is probably a little bit overkill, but we did at least be thorough and get rid of any skeletons that could be spawning around in the area, as well as gas, and that does probably help just a little bit. But some of this is also in a nether waste biome, which means that zombified penguins can spawn there, and we are at least cutting back on spawns in that case. And with some of the extra moss carpet, we went ahead and laid out a path on top of the nether roof so that we have a nice easy path to know how to get back to the farm from the spawn portal. Let's not forget our original goal though. We need to get a whole bunch of beacons so that we can surround this thing and make it look so much cooler. 66 skulls in mere minutes of AFK. Now we can just go ahead underneath our end portal in the end here, lay down some soul sand, and then grab our sword so that we can go ahead and get cracking. And I should probably grab some food as well, it looks like. 9 nether stars. We can then go ahead and place these beacons so that we only need 1 layer, because again, these are not for effects, these are just for decoration, and we can even use multicolor glass to blend the beam there. And take a look at that. That was the last one. We've got all 8 in now for this build, and this is so sweet. Let's jump out here in free cam and take a look at that. Oh yeah, that fits in super well. Back over here at the Wither Skeleton Farm now, we have added a beacon over here. Did go with the black beam so that it matches the rest of the build, but we now have regen because as you're swinging away at those Wither Skeletons, you do eventually run out of food, and that will start to starve you to death and you will die. So by having this, that completely counteracts that, and you can just keep going AFK for as long as you want. Now we need to take care of this blaze problem. We're gonna need some Wither Roses, and I got a pretty good solution for getting a whole lot of those very quickly. I don't know what this is or how long this has been here, but I think I should be scared. Step 1 is to collect a bunch of chickens and get their eggs. Looks like we got a few in there, and it would appear that they've all grown up now, so now I just have to sit here and wait and get a bunch of eggs. Alright, I've been AFK for a little while now. If we go ahead and pop on out here, we have some eggs. Okay, so I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. Let's go ahead and, oh, of course not going to work. Let's put that somewhere I can actually open it and fill up as many eggs into this shulker as we can. And since I am pretty much out of soul sand here, it is a great thing that we built this gold farm not too long ago, because this thing spits out a bunch of soul sand from the bartering. Where is it? Here we go. Yeah, we're not going to have any trouble fixing that off. And in the end, once again now, I can take a bunch of these eggs that are all in that shulker box, look down here, and just start spamming them and get as many chickens in there as we can. And if my calculations are correct, I should now just be able to place down those skulls there, let this thing go off. And that didn't actually appear to do anything. Interesting. I believe there has been an error here. It has come to my attention that I forgot a very critical step here. We're going to need some splash potions of poison to lower the HP of those baby chickens first. And by the way, while I have this open, if you're interested in having that GUI, do check out Vanilla Tweaks, because this thing is super handy to have in game. Stupid Elytra. And I've been at work slaying off the rest of those withers, using up all of those wither skeleton skulls. Now we have a handful of nether stars, which is pretty cool, because we're definitely going to need some more of those, but we also have a ton of wither roses, so now we can do nothing. We can do nothing, because I have made a small error once again. I'm down here because I don't want to get shot by the blaze that are up there, but look at this. I am clicking. You cannot place these on nether bricks. I don't know why I thought that would work. This is a flower, and flowers don't go on bricks. But anyway, I do have another use for this, so it's totally okay. I guess we're just going to have to save these for a later date. Okay, backed away into a shulker box now. We can go ahead and drop that down here, because we are going to need that at a later date for a project around the base here. But take a look at the... Oi! Right, so as I was saying, take a look at this. We have now this power gem coming up out of the ground here and firing that beam up into the sky. That's pretty cool. I love how it makes it look like all of these gems are going toward powering this big tower here, but we do have quite a few more to go. This here is all we have left, and my pretty much entire supply went into just that one there. So it's been a little bit since we have been down to the mine, but let's go ahead and take a run on through the house here and head over to the right, just past the lava farm. There is this portal right here to go straight on down to this place here. It's been a little bit, like I said, since we've been out here, but I have found something that's pretty cool. I had this a while ago and never actually did anything with it, but if we follow this torch path right here and cut on over to the right, this is not super far, which is awesome. We have a geode right here, so we've got this massive area with lots of budding amethyst, and that's pretty cool. But oh wait, I marked something else out as well. Let's come on up here. There is a second one. Awesome. So we basically get a 2-for-1. This one is, I guess, just a little bit smaller, but we're still gonna have lots of options for the budding amethyst. So now all we'd have to do is come through here. Let's remove everything that's not one of these buds, and then just give us a nice big open room so that we can very clearly see where all of our blocks are. Bat. Okay. Got it. So we have our big old room now. We've got a bunch of these down here, as well as that smaller room up there, and I can't jump up there apparently. There we go. You can see that right there. So we might connect these at some point, but at least we have access to everything now. I've also exposed quite a few more that were previously covered. So anyway, if we go ahead in the center chest, I have my fortune pick on me, and this is why we are going to leave these as is, because if I do this, we should get a whole bunch of them. I had 2 in there before, which means we got 16 shards that time. That's pretty crazy. And like right here, let's see how many do we get from that. We got another 4, I think. So that's like the smallest amount I think that we can get from Fortune 3. But yeah, obviously we get a lot more from that. So we could do an auto farm and let it just pile up casually, or we could just come through here and farm it all up pretty easily with my own pickaxe and get a whole lot more. And I think that's probably going to be the better route to go. This looks crazy with the black background. I'm so happy that we did this. Take a look at that. I almost did a black floor as well, but I think just a little bit to break it up is a necessity here. That looks super, super cool. I'm so happy with this. Rest in peace some of those wither roses, because I definitely utilize them to make a lot of this black concrete. Coming on up here, here is the smaller room, and if we hit H for mini HUD here, we can see that most of this is lit up by these bulbs, but we do have some corners that need to be lit up, and of course once we come through here and harvest this all, it is going to be dark, so we need to do something about that. I've got some soul lanterns here. I think that's going to fit in, but first off, let's go ahead and grab our fortune pick and let's see just how much we can get on a full harvest. Almost 13 stacks of blocks. That is absolutely crazy. That'll definitely be enough to do a lot of the stones around the tower, but this room is pretty dark now, so now we need to turn on the lights. And doesn't that look a whole lot better now? So there we go. That is all lit up. I think we're pretty much done here. I should probably make just like an entrance or something, but I'm not super worried about that. We at least have a marked path through the mine. I could probably also break this wall. There's two there. Maybe I break the one that I keep hitting my head on. With getting so much, I think it's okay to spare a few. And even just in the time that it's taken me to place these lanterns, a lot of these have actually grown back. So that comes back a lot faster than I really expected, which is pretty cool, I think. But yeah, take a look at that. I'm so happy with it. And now we have tons of blocks that we can add back over to the tower and finish those off. Oh yeah, this is freaking sweet. Check that out. All of the gems are in place. All of the beams are going on up to the sky. That looks so cool. I am so happy with how that looks. Look at that. I am over the moon with it, and we still have so many cool things to continue building on with that. But anyway, if you've made it this far, I do really appreciate it. Obviously, this has been a bit of a different style compared to what I typically do, so do leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. But anyway, go ahead and subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all next time.